Give it just a minute here.
Well, that was quick.
All right, we are live. Hey, everybody. Look who's back.
Oh.
And Nancy is back. I'm so glad to have you. No, you've not been feeling well, so
I am much better. Thank you, Scott.
Yes.
Thank you. And I appreciate all the wishes and the vibes and the people holding space for me. I could feel it. I really could. And I appreciate it so much.
You had a lot of love out there.
Yeah. It's wonderful, wonderful people. Yeah.
Yeah. So glad you're back. And is this your first live that you've done since?
Well, it would have been. I popped on last night, on a show.
Oh, that's right.
Just, but that was just for a few minutes. So this will be the first time I've done readings, since I was sick. Yeah.
Well, we are so glad you're back. Let me see who is in the chat. We have that Jackie Jacaranda hanging around.
Yes.
And Polly is here.
Hey, Polly.
And Carolyn.
Hey, Carolyn.
And there's Christine.
Hey, Christine.
And Helga.
Helga.
And Sue Toffee.
Hey,
and Sue Toffee says, Nancy, so happy you healing well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Helga, I got your question. You're good. And Jackie B is here.
Hey, Jackie.
And I'm still scrolling. Oh, and there is Morella. So glad you are feeling better, Nancy.
Thank you, Morella.
Purple Lisa is here.
Oh my goodness, there's a Fae in the house.
Is there?
Yes.
I guess I'm not there yet. I'm sure it'll pop up at me.
Definitely.
Cat Goddess. And Polly says she's glad you're doing well.
Thank you.
And let's see, Joe Megan is here. Lee. And there's that Faye. What the Faye?
Yeah.
Everyone. That's our own thing, Ginger. And me and Ginger are going to be live again in about 2 weeks. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see who else we've got. I'm just scrolling. Mary is here. Hi, Mary. And it looks like that is it for now. Lisa, is that a question that you had for finances? Is that a question? It just says finances. Cat Goddess, I got you. Okay, Lisa, I've got your question now about the car. You're good. Okay. We'll give it just another minute or so before we start here. Hope everybody is doing well. And we had a great Zoom. We will have another one next month. So hopefully everybody can be there who is a member, or if you want to be a member, you get that perk of doing a live Zoom. And we had about 8 to 10 people there. So it was a perfect crowd, but we could always use more. Emerald 99 is here. I think you're new to the channel, so welcome. You've got a membership, I see.
Oh, great.
All right. Well, we can go ahead and get started.
Okay.
We only got 3 questions, so keep us busy, guys. Give us some questions. That happened with Aquila and me too. We only had like 1 question, and I said, okay, people put in your questions for us, and before I knew, we had 19.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Helga, are you still with us? Got a love question.
All right.
Mona Lee was in church. Yeah, you missed it. We missed you, Mona Lee.
Oh, Helga's here.
Okay. Will I go again on a date with the guy I went on a date with last Friday? Mary, I got your question. Thank you. Emerald, I've got your question. Well, Helga, I've got a yes. A yes, but I'm thinking that with your cards, you might need to be the one that asks him out. And I think he'll say yes, because you got the Queen of Wands. I mean, I can't tell you what another person would, say or do, but I think that you would have a positive date if you asked him. You have the gift of charm, is what this card says. So the Queen of Wands, or the Warrior Queen, is self-confident, independent, and takes care of herself. So, and is very charming. Okay, so that is good. Then I've got for you the Empress. This is self-care, self-love, making sure you're taking care of yourself, right? And then you can take care of other people. She is an action card. So this again reminds me that, or just makes me think that you would do well by being the initiator here and initiating another date. Then you got the Magician. And the Magician is about, you can do anything and manifest anything that you want with this card. So just manifest that good things are going to happen, and if you ask him out. So let me get you I've got a couple love cards here. I've got my love deck out. It is Nancy's going to laugh at this one. Okay, so it says hunger, sexual longing, lust, and fantasizing. Okay, I'm just pulling the cards here. Yeah, it's not in here. So that's what came out, Helga, the first card. And the next one is soulmate, chemistry, and soul connection. So you may have some really good vibes here with this guy. So that's what I got. What did you? Oh, let me get you a Whispering Woods card. Everybody's going to get one of those today. You got surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. All right, so surprises. I think it's going to be good. All right, Nancy.
Okay, let me see here. I just pulled a little card just to okay, let's see here. All right, the first card, Helga, that I'm gonna show you is this is the Fool card from the Grimm Tarot, and I don't know if you can see it, but this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. But the way I'm seeing this for you and your question is, you see she's standing on the steps. Let me see. There you go.
Yeah.
And she's looking out, and I see this as you, Helga, and kind of like what Scott says, I think you are the one that's going to have to make the move. That you are, you're thinking about this, but you have got to step off and trust that if you do in fact like this gentleman, that you might have to make the first move. Now, the second card that came out is the Two of Cups, and this is from the same deck. And I love this deck, this particular card, because it shows like a mutual feeling of love and trust, companionship, and how they're looking at each other. They're seeing who they really are. And I see you doing this as you get to know this person better. And you will realize, whether, this is the person for you. The next card that came out for you, Helga, is the card of soulmates. And it says love and unity, harmony. Make a choice with the heart. So, I mean, I don't know if this is your soulmate or not, but, you're attracted. There's something about him that you really like, and you are making the decision to pursue this with your heart. And the final card that came out for you, Helga, is the card of peace. And I love this because if you don't, if you do not hear from the person and they do not ask you out, if you make the move to ask them, you will have the peace of knowing that you did what you could to have this relationship go further, and there would be a certain peace in that, and that's what I have for you. But also look at the card, here there's a baby in the air there, so I guess there's possibilities too, but that's what I got for you, Helga.
All right, thank you, Nancy. All right, a bunch of people have been coming in. If I miss you, I apologize. Christine is here, and I got your super chat. Thank you. And Garnet.
Hey, Garnet.
Is here, and he says, Nancy, hello, my darling. How lovely to see you.
Yes, it's great to be here, Garnet.
And Marby is here, and Charlotte. Hope I didn't say anybody twice, but I might have. Gigi. Welcome, Gigi. Welcome, everybody. Okay, you're welcome, Helga. She says thank you to both of us. And good night.
That's nice. Night-night.
That makes you feel good when somebody stays up just to hear your readings.
Yes. Bless her heart.
Okay, Christina's next.
Okay.
Let's see here. Christine, are you ready? Okay, you're here. She said, should I call this number as to reporting HUDOIG hotline because of tenant is frauding the government assistance housing? Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I will pull some cards for you, but that's a heck yeah.
Yeah.
That just goes with following the rules and not being fair to other people who need it. Okay. Your first card I got for you is the Queen of Cups. And there's a turtle there. This is, going slowly, but love coming in for you, unconditional love, and empathy. So having empathy for the people, yes, that's one thing that you can do, but that doesn't mean you have to tolerate it if it's affecting other people who need the assistance and are not getting it because of, someone frauding. You got the Page of Wands. This is the free spirit. So you can do what you want to, whatever feels best for you, of course. But then you got the World. This is a success card. So the end of one cycle and then the beginning of a new cycle happening for you. So I think that if they left, it would probably be a good thing, just because of the cards that I'm getting. Then you got the Seven of Cups. This is, you have a choice to make, right? So just follow your gut decision, like I said before, and follow your intuition. Then you got the Page of Cups. This is some sensitive emotions that are coming in. So they may have some issues themselves, but breaking the law is breaking the law. And in my mind, it doesn't matter. Well, they just need to be reported, I think. There's people waiting to get into the housing, which she has been abusing the system. Yeah, in that case, Christine, it just for me, it's obvious to take the action. And as a landlord, you kind of have that responsibility. So, not trying to preach at you, you can do what you want, but here's a like a check-in card for you. It says, bet on yourself, taking chances, reach your dreams. You've got this. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. That's just a side hint from Spirit for you. And then you got the dice. It's time to take risks. Getting out of your comfort zone, leap into the unknown, adventure awaits. Now, for me, this is you're taking a chance if you're gambling on them. So, and then the last card I got for you, well, before your Whispering Wood card, you got Trial and Error. And this is exploring all possibilities. So I think we're merging, Christine, into some of your other things that you have going on in your life. And this is just saying for you to experiment with different things in your life. I don't think this has to do with the question that you're asking, but sometimes spirits will give you different answers based on questions that you've asked before. So I think that's what's going on there. And then you got Humility. And it says, flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. Yeah, so just bloom and do the right thing, I would say. And that's what I got for you. There's Nancy.
Okay. Christine, the first card that came out for you is yes. You should report this person. From what Scott said, you are the landlord. Is that right, Scott?
I believe she is. Yes.
Okay.
She's over.
Well, because what you say will carry weight. If you are the landlord. And the next card that came out for you is the card of Specters, and it says discernment, critical thinking, and insight. And you have an insight into the situation, and I'm sure that when you contact these people that you will have it all mapped out what you are going to say and how it applies to the person. And the next card that came out for you is cutting ties. You will cut ties with this person, and also what I would do with this card that came out, the cutting ties, is I would Christine, have a ritual or a like a ceremony where you are cutting ties with this person and you put out a blanket of protection around yourself because this person will be evicted, right? And you need to minimize, not have any guilt about that. This is the minimize guilt card because you're doing the right thing. And what I love is this card came out first when I was, doing the decks. But I want you to look at this. It's the Five of Pentacles. There is someone out there or a family that needs this housing. and they are truly in need. They are following all the correct rules, regarding getting this housing and qualifying for it. And if someone is abusing the system, they're part of the reason why a lot of times the system is broken, and good for you to stand up and do what's right. I love that, Christine. That's what I have for you.
Okay, thank you, Christine, for your donation. And I want to say hi to Joyful Journey and thank you for renewing your membership for 22 months now.
Aww.
And Sue Toffee is here. I've got your question, Sue. And I've got Gigi's question. Welcome, Gigi. Kelly McCall, hi there. Good to see everybody. Yvette, welcome. All right, let's see. Delphi Ross, welcome. And Sue Toffee says, hi, Nancy. Happy you feeling well.
Oh, thank you, Sue. Appreciate that. I really do. Y'all are just wonderful.
Sure, Garnet, I got you. All right. Next up is, I didn't see any other donations, Jackie, but let me know if I missed one. Cat Goddess, we'll go to you next if you are here. Let me know.
Okay.
You've got a bit of a headache, Garnet. I hope you start feeling better.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people have not been well. A lot of people in our community, have had issues over the last month. Really. There's a lot of that.
Cat Goddess says, what do my spirit guides want me to focus the most on right now? All right. Thank you, Jackie. It looks like you're going to have a new opportunity, Cat Goddess. You got the Fool, and this does not mean you're acting foolish. It means that you're acting on an opportunity that's coming your way that may be a little bit risky. As long as it doesn't hurt you or anybody else, why not take it? That's how we grow. That's how we learn. So I would say take the opportunity as long as it is legitimate. Then you got the Knight of Swords. This knight is going way too fast. So your spirit guides want you to slow down. You're going a little bit too fast in the energy. It could, mess you up a little bit, especially with the monkey mind, going on in our head all the time, which is normal, but you can control that. So control that, and I think that will be something that you can focus on. That'll be good for you. And then you got the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, and this is just saying happy times are here for you, abundance with the Pentacles here, and family, friends, community. So focus on that and on gratitude as well. You can have a gratitude journal even, but focus on gratitude, and then that brings in even more good things like this. Okay, and then for you, I've got surrender to the change. It says the art, I have to look at it again here. The art of allowing, resilience, and adaptability. So be resilient, keep going, and surrender to the changes that are happening for you. The next card I've got for you says grace. So grace is, getting the things that we don't expect, but, loving and being appreciative of the things that are given to us by grace. So just being thankful will be something that you can focus on. The Whispering Woods card that I got for you says the night. It says find comfort in the night where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. Yes, so you may be called to be doing a little bit of shadow work as well. So there's a lot for you to focus on. Just make sure you're focusing on you. Self-care, self-love is the main thing. And then all these things will come naturally and you'll see that you're able to do them. So that is what I got for you, Cat Goddess. Here is Nancy.
Let's see. I'm trying to put these cards together for you, Cat Goddess. Let's see here. The first card that came out for you is the Prospering Heart. And it says on the card, look for beauty, abundance, and generosity. And along with this card, oops, I dropped one. I'm really good at dropping cards. Maybe it's just all this energy. They're just hopping around, So this is look for beauty, abundance, and generosity. And the other card that came out is grace within chaos. And to me, these go together. This says accepting life's complexities and the seduction of distraction. I love that, the seduction of distraction. Now, you're talking about what your spirit guides want you to focus on, what they want you to know. And, the way these cards came out, they to me, they're really, like kind of telling us, a story. You need to look for abundance and keep your eyes on the focus of your spirituality and your spiritual growth, and not get distracted. The seduction of distraction. And the next card that came out for you is the Devil, Cat Goddess. And this is probably my favorite devil card in all of my decks that I have. It kind of looks like Krampus, but I want you to look at this, Cat Goddess. Look, he's got his tongue stuck out, and there's a chain there. But look at the being in the basket. They're asleep. They're cozied up. They're not thinking about, gee, this is warm and nice and somebody's carrying me and I've got it really good. Well, no, you don't. That is the seduction of distraction. You're being kept from what you want to do through the seduction of negative forces. So you need to kind of keep your eye on the prize and carry hope. Even in all the confusion of our everyday lives, we have to carry hope, and you have to embrace the positivity. Keep your eyes open. Be vigilant. Be vigilant, because our spirituality is very, very important. And our guides and our angels are there to support us, but we have to carry the ball. They can't do that for us. They're here for encouragement. And the last two cards came out together, and I love this for you. This one says your guidance is divinely guided. So, and the next one that came out is deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Now, you don't want to be held by this guy. Okay. You want to be held by your spirit guides and your angels and your spiritual team. And I think that is the message for you, most of all, to pay attention and to listen and not be seduced by these things that get you off of your path. And that's what I have for you, Cat Goddess.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. And Garnet did a donation. Thank you, Garnet, for that. So go ahead and get you next.
All righty.
And he didn't specify, so I'm thinking it's a general. Garnet, are you here? I think I see you right now. And
yeah.
Hi to Nivra. I've got your question.
Hi, Nivra. So this is just a general?
I believe so. I just asked him.
Okay.
Garnet, is this a general? Yes. What the gods want me to know. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Judy. Welcome. Garnet, you also got the Empress. So the Empress is about self-care and self-love. So you need to focus on that right away so that you can keep going in a good direction. And then you'll be able to take care of others as well. It's interesting. This Empress has a globe. So there may be some travel in your future, some good things happening for you, and maybe a little road trip would be good for you right now. So I know you don't have your camper van anymore, do you? But I think you still have transportation. So maybe a road trip if you do. I've got the 8 of Wands. This is really fast energy. So this is telling you to slow down. Slow down. Be slow and methodical like the Knight of Pentacles. And take your time. Enjoy the moment that you're in. The power of now. Okay. And then you've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is awesome because this is an influx of abundance and money and power. This is strength coming to you. This is just all kinds of good things wrapped up in a bow. So be thankful for what you have and the good things that are coming to you from Spirit. And then the next card I got for you is the 4 of Swords. This is the rest card. So while you're thinking about traveling and what you might do next, make sure you're getting some rest, right? And meditation, relaxation. And then you got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is very intelligent, has a big intuition as well, and can make decisions effectively. So they might not be easy decisions, but you can make them based upon your intuition and your intelligence, and just make sure you're following Spirit and your gut. For your Oracle cards, I've got online. So this is being active on social media. So I think this is definitely for you. This is just saying that it could be a good thing. Let me see here. It does say online dating. Just if you do that, be careful. But there's something of social media that's calling to you. I mean, that's where we are. We're on social media. We're your community. So you got that. And then you've got check in with your body and release any tension you are carrying. So let go of any anxiety that you have. Been a bit out of kilter sleep patterns. Gotcha. Sorry about that, Garnet. And then you got the energy card. So I think the spirit wants to give you energy and have you find it. You just have to ask. And it's okay to rest and renew your energy, right? So rest and renew. And that's what I got for you, Garnet. I hope you feel much better. Here's Nancy.
Okay. You have not been feeling well. And the cards that came out for you, Garnet, the first one, it's a little one. It's a card. It says reassured, strengthen and restore, regeneration and flourish. You need to, going forward, you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, that you're giving yourself time to heal. Sometimes when we don't feel well, it's kind of like a nudge to, hey, take better care of yourself, pamper yourself. You have, here is the Seven of Pentacles. You have worked hard. You have been doing a lot of spiritual work regarding your path. And you have, invested in what you want to be happening to you going forward. And there's a lot of spiritual growth there. But, you have to stop and rest a little bit, and wait for the process to happen. I love this card for you that came out of the Memento Mori, and it is, you contain multitudes. And, I think that I have never drawn this card before. I think that this is a beautiful card. Thinking about everything that you have inside of you, from past lives, your inner child, your higher self, your sacred feminine, your sacred masculine, all the memories of your life, all your hopes and dreams, your spiritual path. You've got a lot going on. And what you need to do, this card is saying gratitude is dreaming, the manifesting power of gratitude and the law of praise. You've got all this going on, but you need to take time to absorb all of it and to work through it, to listen to your guides and your angels. And the card of wellness came up, and I think that when you connect with your angels, and you maybe have a ritual of wellness, when you wake up in the morning, see yourself as feeling, this hits home for me too, see yourself being filled with light, and give a nod to your team that's around you, that is helping you. And the final card that came out is lean on me. And what I see in this, Garnet, is you leaning on your guides and angels and letting them help restore you and help you as you go forward. You don't have to do it alone. They're right there. They're very close to you. I know you feel them. And you need to avail yourself to the comfort and the energy that they will give you. And that's what I have for you, Garnet.
All right. Thank you, Garnet. Hope you get better soon.
Yes.
Next up is Mary. Mary, are you still here? Looking for Mary. And Mary Hernandez Walker is here as well. So welcome. All right, Mary is here.
Okay.
All right.
Excuse me.
No problem. Okay, Mary, let me look at your cards here. Very good cards. The first one you got is the World card. And this is about success, joy, and the end of one cycle and the beginning of another one. So I feel like with this card, this is one of the best cards you can get in the tarot. You've got success coming up. So you've got good things coming to you. You've got the 7 of coins, which is the 7 of pentacles. This is patience. It's also about investment, determination. And see these pentacles here, they're not quite ready. So that's why it requires patience, but they are there and they are going to grow. So the things that you are looking forward to in your life and try, your dreams, your goals, they are going to happen, but it's just going to take a little bit of time. So don't give in. Just keep going. And then you got the King of Cups, who is the king of equanimity. So just make sure that you are that you have emotional control, you have a filter, and you use it for speaking your truth out of love. And emotional control, you can see the king is sitting on the waves and everything is being turned around, fish is out of the water, but he's not moving. He's just stationary because he is in charge of his emotions. Water represents emotions. Right? So the next card I got for you, Mary, surrender. Yes, and there's a little deer back here. And this is talking about surrendering. So letting go of expectations, surrendering to the flow of life. So I think that will, help you more to just surrender and go with the flow. And next card I got is what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. And then look here, got patience. This is the patience card. This is the patience card. So that's really something that Spirit is hammering into you, to have patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. Yes, so go with the flow and have patience. And that's what I got for you.
Mary, the first card that came out for you is Epiphany Sing at Dawn. The aha moment, awakening, new direction and potential. And I love this card because, when you wake up in the morning, you have a brand new day. You have a new start. You have a beginning. It's like the fool's journey where you're starting anew and there are all these possibilities. And what is so important is when you embrace this new day is, you focus on what is important to you. The second card is align your life. What is not aligned and needs to change. So you need to look within and see, Mary, what is not serving you, what you are carrying that is not aligned to your greater purpose, and just get rid of it. It may be you need to do some shadow work. You need to think about maybe something that you're holding on to that is making your spiritual path more difficult, like distractions. It could be any number of things. The next card that came for you is the Chariot card. And, you're moving forward. You have to align yourself. You wake up with positivity. You connect with your guides. You ground yourself. and then you move forward. You're making progress. Your guides want you to know that they see that, and they know that you are working and that you are trying. You're holding onto the reins, and you're trying to go in the direction that is best for you spiritually. And while you're doing all of this, the Magician card came up. You have all the tools that you need. You just need to avail yourself to them. um, you know, uh, take a moment and think about what you want to accomplish or what you feel like your guides are leading you to do, and think about, well, now what do I need to do this? What can I do to make it easier, to make it more successful? And the final card for you is the card of inner awareness. And that is so important. It says introspection and self-reflection, peaceful contemplation, you know. And that's when you listen. That's when you listen to what your guides and angels have to say to you. That's when you realize, how important they are in your life and how they're leading you and how it's important for you to listen and to take it to heart and then go forward, like, with the Chariot card. And that's what I have for you, Mary.
All right. We had Zarek Zarek and Winter Cherry just come in and join us. So welcome. I've got both your questions. Questions are now closed unless there's a donation or super chat, super sticker, PayPal, or Zelle. So thank you all for being here and your patience. Next up is going to be Emerald 99. Emerald, are you here?
Oh, yes. She's here. Good.
All right. May I have a general for my son? What's coming next for him? We don't read on other people's feelings or thoughts or what's going to happen with them because it's reading on someone that's not here. But we can look at the overall energy if you want, Emerald, and see what comes up in the cards. Okay, if that's okay with you. Hi, Viviani. Okay. All right. Thank you, Emerald. How old is your son, Emerald, if you don't mind me asking? $35. Okay. Thank you. I've got the Hanged Man, so it looks like a changed perspective needs to happen. For me, I think this is your higher self saying that maybe you should look at things with him a little bit differently. And this isn't telling you that you're doing anything wrong. It's just saying, look at the pause and reflect. Okay, dealing with some challenges. Yeah, so pause and reflect, look at things through his, as if you were walking in his shoes kind of thing. And just pause and reflect is what this card means. The next card I got for you is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is about love coming in. This can be romantic. So I don't know if he has a partner or a spouse, but if they do, it could be romance, more romance coming in the relationship, or this could be a new relationship forming with him and someone else. Since this is your higher self, it could also be for you. Just being honest. That's the cards are a little more suited towards you since you're being read on. That's nice. He does want a new relationship. It could definitely be that. And then you got the Four of Wheels or the Four of Pentacles. And this is speaking your truth out of love. So there might be something that you need to talk to about or talk to him about. And just make sure that you're on the same page. And make sure that you're speaking your truth. So it feels like that you need to say something to him. That you need to say out of love that he needs to hear. And then it's not your responsibility anymore. It's his responsibility on how he reacts and, what he decides to do with that information that you give him. You did get the Pleasure card. So this is real interesting. This is to make sure that you're resting and, that you're getting the self-care that you need. I know you're asking for your son, but this is coming to you. And then look around and find some signs the universe is speaking to you. Wow, and it can be through music. Your Whispering Woods card, Emerald, is grounded. Keep to your roots and stand taller than the trees. So make sure you're grounded when you come into contact with him, and make sure that, he is on the right track as much as you can. But like I said, all you can do is speak your truth and then let him make his own decisions. So I hope that makes sense. That's what I've got for you, Emerald. Let's see what Nancy has for you.
Well, it's interesting because the first card that came out is the Hangman. You also got the Hangman, right? Right, Scott?
Yes.
Did you? Well, this is like changing your perspective, looking at things a different way. Now, this could be for you, Emerald, or it maybe this is what your son needs to do is to look at things from a different perspective. I know that when I look at my children, I mean they're grown. I mean, like my middle child that lives next door, he's 42, but I mean sometimes I treat him like a little boy, and I mean he's a grown man, but I still see my children the way they were, and I think probably all mothers do. I don't know, but after the Hangman and looking at things with a different perspective. The card of calm surrender came up, and it says, a pause, find peace in letting go. A new perspective offers clarity. So I don't know. This is such a little card. It's hard to see. But once, you have that new perspective, and things are clearer, you have taken, or you or he have taken time to look at your situation and to see, what might need to change, or, noticing something that you hadn't really thought about before. And if there's anything that doesn't serve you, if there's anything that, is blocking your path, just let it go. Just let it go. And sometimes that's very hard to do. But that's what we need to do to grow. The next card that came out is the Lover's card. And, you were, I think Scott said something about, that he was looking for a new relationship. And, when you get the Lover's card, that's what you immediately think about. But it's also, it's like a a union of duality, where you have a closeness and understanding. Now, this could be with you. This could be with his spirit guides, or it could be with this new person that perhaps is on the horizon. We want to have harmony in our relationships and have open communication. But the Lover's card is also loving yourself, And the final card that came out is the Ace of Cups. And, this is a card of beginnings. It's also a card of emotion. Let's see, I've got a little bit of reflection there. And so, going forward, he has this emotion. There's a lot of emotion in this reading. I feel, like with the Ace of Cups, your cup is full. You have everything you need, and hopefully it's filled with compassion for yourself and loving yourself. And when we put this all together, I think it's a pretty clear message of going forward. It's a message of positivity, and that's what I have for you.
That's great. And I wanted to point out what Carolyn said here. She said, my babies are 52 and 50. It was hard to step back, but they didn't need me to mother. They just needed me to love.
Right.
Love that.
And I, but they'll always be our babies, but,
yeah.
And we can't help it. But it's very true, and we have to, we can't hold on. We got to let them go.
All right.
And that's when the magic happens in their lives, and they find the happiness that they deserve. Hopefully that's what we want for them. Yeah,
definitely. All right. Craig, if you are here, let me know. Thank you for your donation. Oh, you're here? You just went inside? Okay. So Craig is at, I have to rearrange myself. I'm being a pretzel again. Oh, let me say hi to Tarot Stash. Gerald's here, or he was here. And
hi,
Pooja Gupta is here as well. So hi to both of you. So Craig is at a musical from Chicago.
Ooh.
I'm not sure where he's at, but he's in the auditorium. And he says, hi, Nancy, Marilla, and Jackie, getting ready to go inside the auditorium. It starts at 6:30, time for snacks. How does Clara feel now? I'm excited. Thanks. All right. Okay, Craig. So this makes a lot of sense. The cards you got the 8 of Wheels, which is the 8 of Pentacles. This is your hard work and dedication is going to pay off into rewards and recognition. So the things that you are doing now for Clara, she appreciates so much. And that's what she is feeling right now. She is appreciating you. You have a new opportunity coming in. So that could be, something with the play, or it could be something with Clara that is coming in that is new. And then you got the Knight of Wands. This is you coming in with passion, creativity, and just doing the things for Clara that you do. She appreciates it. So this is her saying thank you. And let me get you some oracle cards. I've got Beauty. She feels loved and feels beautiful. And then I've got the Serenity Out of Exile for you. And this says exhale, surrender, radical acceptance. So she radically accepts you for who you are. And she's just an awesome guide. So I wish I had a guide like that. I probably do, and just haven't been able to tap in the way that you do, but you have that wonderful imagination and that wonderful intuition of being there with Clara. So your Whispering Woods card says uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. So if there is any fog where you're going, it's going to get better. And that's what I got for you. Here is Nancy.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, Craig. This is interesting because I would say that Clara is just from these cards very happy, and she's right where she wants to be, and is close to you. And the first card is Deep Heart, believe in divine destiny. I believe that this card speaks of the relationship that you have with Clara and that she has with you, that it's divine destiny. It was meant for her to show up in this life and to be your guide, to walk with you. And this card has come up again. It's the card of lean on me. And, you lean on her, but she leans on you too, because, she is your guide, but you give her something that no one else can. And that is so precious to her. The next card that came out is the card of the Two of Cups. And it's a card of partnership. It's a card of attraction and harmony. And I think that is the type of relationship. You have a Two of Cups type of relationship. And the final card that came out for you, Craig, is the card Beloved, love, reciprocity, and intertwinement. And I feel like this is what you and Clara have. And, I think that she deeply appreciates all that you do for her because you genuinely care. And, to have a person, you're being guided by her, but you're giving her something that she needs. And I'm just so happy that the two of you are together as a team. And that's what I have for you.
All right. I'm going to do a check-in. Nancy, how you doing?
I'm a little tired, but I can do a few more. Okay,
maybe two more.
Okay, that'd be great.
Okay. So I'm just going in random order here, just whichever calls to me. I'm going to go to Nivra.
Okay.
Nivra, are you here? And welcome, Maureen. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Nivra's here. All right. Can I get a reading on possible influx of income in the next few months, or an income possibility? Go generate more money. Thank you. I'll take any clues. Okay. First card I got for you, Nivra, is the Ten of Swords. and this can be suffering. But the great thing about the Ten of Swords is there is always a sunrise in the background. You may not be able to see it here, but there is in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck a sunrise coming. That means the end of a situation is coming for you, and things are going to get better. So I think that your financial situation is going to get better for you soon. You got speaking of finances, you got the Two of Coins. This is the Two of Pentacles. This is money. So, or materialistic items. So, this is balancing your budget, balancing money, and being flexible as well. Okay, and then you got the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is about patience, duality, but it's also about peace and harmony. So that would be having what you need with money. So I think that that is coming into you. Now, this does say patience as well. So you've got to be patient with yourself and with others. My boss can't say whether I will work in January and February or not. Okay. March, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's hard when you don't know if you have an income or not coming in. That really is difficult. I have a couple of money cards. I've got a money deck here. The first one says, be a sport. And it says, you are being asked to have more fun or focus on being a team player. You could be great at any sports career. I don't think that that's pertaining to you. It says, improve your finances by considering working as a team or doing collaborations. Hey, there you go. I think that last one is for you there. And then you got persistence. Yes, just keep going. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Follow through with what you set out to do consistently until you reach your goal. Hard work is required to keep rebuilding on your finances. So this does take some action by you, some persistence, but I really think that you've got this. And then you got opportunities. And it says, unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. So a fern will grow, apparently, without warm sunlight. So just keep going, growing, and eventually your finances will catch up to you. That's what I got.
Okay. Now I've read the first card that came out for you is the Four of Pentacles. And what you have to do is you have to be very careful with your resources. You know, you have to protect them and watch over them, and be wise. You know, try to make the right decisions for the long run. Because the next card that came out from the same deck is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a card of abundance. You know, but I mean, and there are a lot of different kinds of abundance. You know, I mean, you know, we're talking about like your income and money on this, but there's also, you know, a lot of abundance in you know, close relationships, in you know, the support that you get from your guides and your angels. But I was thinking with this is, you know, making wise decisions, you know, leads to a certain amount of abundance. Um, but the next card that came out is the Seven of Wands. And this is a card of perseverance. You know, it's not easy. I mean, finances are so hard. I mean, it's just so hard, and you want to make the right decisions, but you have to persevere. and you have to keep up. And you know, like if you have a setback, you have to just get right back in there and, you know, just work it out, you know, to the best that you can. The final card that I got for you, I would say that, and I love this for you, Nivra, because it is the card of fortune, and it's a horseshoe. And you know, when you see a horseshoe, you think of good luck, but you know, good luck isn't always luck. It's hard work, it's persevering, it's doing the best that you can with your resources. But I think that, you know, that this is a very positive card for you going forward with your finances, and that's what I have for you, Nivra.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Nivra. Okay, and last but not least is Zarek. Zarek, I was drawn to your question. He says, "Hello, Scott and Nancy. If possible, may I receive a reading with the intention of a message from my mother? I really need her assurance, her advice, and her peaceful guidance, if possible. Grateful." Zarek, if you could just let me know that you're here, please. Okay. You're welcome, Nivra. She says, "Thank you both." Not sure if Zarek is here or not.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Zarek, are you here? Okay, we'll go to somebody who's here.
Okay.
So let's how about GT? Get through. Are you still here? Get through is here. All right. All right, GT, it says, "What do you see for me next year? I have been having to support my adult children this year. I hope things improve." Okay. GT, that this really makes sense. You got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is about being overwhelmed, overworked, overstressed. So this support that you're having to do with your adult children is putting, too much on you. So I think that things are going to improve. The reason why I'm saying that is the 10 of Wands, it actually goes over to the Ace of Wands. It doesn't go to the page. It goes to the Ace. So that's the next card in the deck. The Ace of Wands is a new start. So I think that things are going to get better for you. You did get the 7 of Swords. And that can be some deceit coming in. I'm not saying that it's your children. I'm just saying there may be deceit somewhere in your life that you need to just make sure that everybody's of the same spiritual mindset as you, and that, it's not something else coming in that's not honorable or right. Okay, so set some boundaries as well, is what I got with that card. And then you got the Death card. And the Death card is about change. So making sure that you have a change by just going through transitions, transformations, and this is you making a change and you taking action. So I think you may have to put your foot down and make sure that you're taking care of you first. And of course, this is not a literal death. This is a change in transformation. So I do see a good change coming for you. Your next card is you're too amazing to follow everybody else. Forge your own path. All right. So it's time to break away from the children, is what I'm getting. And then you've got communication. Yeah. So you might need to have a talk, speak with the truth out of love, and let them know what's going on, that you can or you can't, help them in this way. So just being communicative. And then the last card I got for you says origins, remember your roots. So remember who you are and what you need first, and then you can help other people, but you have to take care of yourself first. So that's what I got for you, GT. And here is Nancy.
Let's see. I'm okay. All right. Let me see here. Get this organized so I can, let's see what we've got. Okay. Okay, this is the card of familial compassion. Get through. You have shown compassion to your children, and everybody, not everybody, but most people do have setbacks, and it's wonderful that they have you. That you've got their back, that you had their back, and that you helped them. But and you gave them the support that they needed. Okay. But now it's time for you to heed your intuition. And the way you're talking about next year, I don't know if there are any indications, but I would think, that if you listen to your intuition, if you develop your intuition, you will know if they truly need you to continue with this support. I have 3 more cards, and let me see how I'm going to put these together for you. Okay. The first card it's a sage card. It's about harmony, acceptance, and patience. I would hope that there has been harmony while you are helping them, and that you have been patient. But having said that, you need to take positive action, and this is a card that when I look at this, I think about self-care and taking care of yourself. And I mean, as parents, we want to give and give and give, but sometimes it's time to step back and let them go forward, because the final card that came out for you is the card of faith, hope, inspiration, and rejuvenation. And I would hope that going forward, they realize. I'm going to pull one more card for you. That they will realize that you have helped them with love, but it's time for them to make some changes where they can stand on their own feet. Okay. I'm going to say that this is the energy of the reading. It is the King of Cups. And this is a card of emotion. He is empathetic and he is caring. And I would say you are the King of Cups. And I think that this has been a very emotional time for you, but that you have been there for your children. And in these, I mean, times are hard for a lot of people right now. But I think that you have been there for them, and that I don't know. There's a fish that, a fish shows abundance. There's a ship coming in, and so I would say intuitively that they're going to be all right, But having said that, they know that you've got their back, but you're not a pushover. That's what I've got for you. I hope it made sense, because sometimes when these cards come out, you just wonder, if you've got the story right.
Right. And GT did say that one has constant health problems. So that's different. That's different. And so just lots of love and light to you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we're sending that to you there, GT. Okay. Zarek did come back.
Okay.
You look like he had lagging issues.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay. That's fine.
Get him, and then we will be done.
Sure.
Okay. Since Zarek is lagging a little bit, can Jackie or Morella or one of the mods do a timestamp for him?
Let's see. Possible intention of a message from my mother.
Hi, Angela.
Okay. Let me see here.
Hi, Optimus Heart. Hi, Jeff. Thank you guys for coming in. Zarek got a really peaceful reading from your mom. She's just very peaceful and very calm. I don't know if she was like this, in this life or not, but she is so calm and just really, really positive. She loves you a lot. She really has a lot of love for you. She is giving you some advice here. You've got the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is flexibility, but it's also balance. So make sure that you have balance in your life. That's with your work, home, relationships, friendships. Make sure all are balanced and you're not overworking or overdoing something, she is saying. And then she gave you the Chariot, which I love this one with the tiger. This is strength. So, or excuse me, this is victory. So just keep going towards victory, and you will, if you just persevere, you will get to where you're going. I think you're on the right track. You just may not feel that you are right now. I feel like she's saying that she's there with you and she's going to help you. You also got the Moon card. Now, this can be some shadow work that you need to do. And this is just sitting with your fear and changing it, right? Changing it to something positive. But it's really sitting with your fear and opening up to it. And then, saying, is this real? And then changing it for the good. Hold on one second. I've got to cough. Sorry, I coughed on you there, Zarek. But I did get the unfinished card for you. And this is your mom saying that something needs to be tied up, just needs to be concluded. So see things through and don't leave things unresolved. Okay. So whatever that means to you, I think that you get the message on that one. And then I've got essence. So this to me is you doing some meditation and really seeking spirit in all that you do. And she just wants you to be happy. She just loves you and she wants you to be happy. Your Whispering Woods card is adventure, live wild and free. She wants you to, take risks if you get them, as long as it doesn't hurt you or anybody else. And of course, this is all for entertainment purposes only, but live wild and be free. Be the free spirit that she would want you to be. And that's what I got for you.
Let's see here. Okay, Zarek. I have some interesting cards for you. I have some beautiful cards for you, and I feel that your mother. She has a very special essence. The first thing that I asked for, and I pulled out a new deck, a different deck, and it's Vintage Wisdom, since we're talking about someone who has passed. The first card that flew out was the card of protection. Your mother is watching over you. She is still taking care of you. She's protecting you from the spiritual realm. She wants you to have hope and to trust in the future. These two cards. Now, but also there's something, I have no idea what this is, but maybe you will know. This card came out and it says, let go. There is something that you are holding on to that no longer serves you, and you need to let it go. Now, you may know immediately what this means. But if you don't, just think about it and give it some time, and then just let it go. Now, the final card that I got, I feel that this is your mother. This card represents your mother, and I want to read what it says in the book, because every deck has a guidebook, and every tarot deck has the same cards, but each deck is different, because the creator has the vision of what these cards mean in the deck. And so that's why I wanted to read this to you. The card that came out is the High Priestess. And I love this card. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The snake is nothing to be afraid of. The snake is about transition and change. The pomegranate is abundance. And the High Priestess, she has a mask on. They're unknown qualities. I mean, your mother has passed over, and so there's, she's still your mother, but she's in a different realm, and she has grown spiritually. And this is the message from this card: the living bridge between above and below, queen of the subconscious realm. Wisdom and intuition that comes from the deep. Enlightenment that comes from a rich inner life. Exploring the depths of consciousness. The spiritual realm embodied. Self-trust, sacred knowledge. She is the oracle in your bones. She opens doorways into the unconscious and then invites you to walk between the worlds. A person who can decipher symbols and bring unconscious knowledge into the waking, conscious world. Her presence suggests a time to pause, Dive deep and seek answers not found in logic alone. This woman invites you to consider the mysteries of your inner world and to strive to understand that there is more happening than meets the eye. And I think that this is a very powerful card for you. And I think that the High Priestess energy is the energy that your mother embodies at this time. And that's what I have for you. I hope that it made sense to you.
All right. Yes, Carolyn said she got chills on that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me too, Carolyn. All right. So thank you, everybody who's been here, and all the moderators. Thank you so much. Nancy, thank you so much for wanting to do this show with me again. And
I absolutely love it. Everybody in the chat is so wonderful. So wonderful.
They are. They are. Yeah. And so glad you're better. So
yeah, me too. Me too.
Do you have anything coming up soon?
Yeah. Let's see now. Tomorrow, I am doing the Sacred Feminine show with Heather. And what we're doing is we're each choosing a topic regarding the Sacred Feminine, and we're not letting each other know what our topic is. And then we're going to come together, and then she will do readings on what her topic is, and I will do readings on mine. This will be the last Sacred Feminine show that I do with Heather. I am, stepping back. We've done it for 2 years, and this time of the year, I try and slow down. I mean, I'll be doing other lives, but I just thought it was time. It's been a wonderful show. Tuesday, I will be on Ginger Faye's channel along with Roman, and we will be doing readings on. Let's see, I have a piece of paper here. Let's see, I think, what did I do with it? Oh, well, what the prompts are. There are 3 different prompts, and we're going to be reading on that. And then Thursday, Ginger Faye and I think, are going to be doing ancestral readings on her channel Thursday. And then next Sunday, I think I'll be on with Scott.
Hey.
That's what I've got going on.
All right. I wanted to put this up real quick. Zarek was here. Says, thank you so much, Scott and Nancy, providing a lifeline for me and good hope and positivity. Thank you very much. Thank you, and love to all. So we're so glad you were here. Yeah. I wanted to just mention I have a live tomorrow. I'll be with Michelle Marie from Astrological Tarot, and that will be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys can make it to that, that'd be wonderful. And you're welcome, Christine. Thank you all for being here. So Nancy, thank you again, and I hope everybody has a great night. We will see you soon.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.